Hello, Ian.
The usual, Ian?
Hey, terrible about Nam Conroy.
Terrible isn't the word. A black day all round. Thanks.
You saw the bank then?
Aye. The sots got wind of Mother's plan to sell. Now they have to wait and see how that goes before they'll make up their mind and risk their precious money. Anyhow, still got the Cork banks lined up.
Is your sister down yet?
Aye. Later on today. And try to keep that lovesick look off your puss, will you? You know how it turns Deirdre off.
Oh, Ian.
Anyway, it's going to be some kind of mixer. Mother's got a hotel magnet staying.
Hey, speak of the devil, here he is with his pretty wife. Do you hear the rumours? He's out to cut the heart out of the old wing and put in a bar sauna bloody boober.
Ah, Ian. I don't believe you've met my wife, Andrea.
How do you do?
And that's Walter Berkeley, the architect who,
Excuse me. Mr. Berkeley can draw all the pretty pictures he wants. I thought I'd made it clear. My mother's not going to sign your contract.
You better tell her that.
Look, Mrs. Fletcher.
Hello.
Glad to see you back. Deirdre, you look terrific.
You're not so bad yourself, mister.
Hey, you'll never guess who's about to have a baby.
I'm sure I couldn't.
My sister, Kitty.
Good news. Who's she having it for?
Well, you remember Ernest Lowry? They're married, of course. Happened rather quickly. Here, show me a drink and I'll catch you up. Excuse us?
Oh, yes.
Danny Mayhew works for the Building Commission. He told me Nader's lawyer filed building specs on the hotel early this morning.
Do me a favour, then. The commission keeps its files in your station house. What would it take to see that those papers were lost for a few days?
Oh, Ian, I couldn't do it.
Damn it, Matthew. A week or two is all I need. Now, the Cork banks are going to come through, you'll see.
I'm a policeman, man. Don't advise a friend to break his own laws. So next spring I'll qualify for the sergeant's exam. It'll mean a nice raise. Enough to think about settling down. You ought to know we've been needing a doctor here in Ballynock before long. You remember the old fella over there, don't you?
Sure, that's Dr. Mulcahy.
He delivered you, me, and half the population of the county. Well, you'll enjoy this one. Last week, Mulcahy performed an appendectomy on a patient who was in bad voice.
Matthew, do me a favour and stop what you're doing.
I don't know what you mean, do you?
I haven't given a thought to what my life will be after I finish my training, if I finish it. But raising a family, even with someone of your outstanding qualifications, is certainly not at the top of my list.
Well, no thanks for your sarcasm. But that wasn't my meaning at all. Furthermore, you can take your frowns and your ill humour and you know what you can bloody well do with them.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Matthew, I didn't...
You've forgotten who you are, you. You used to be fun. I promise I won't be bothering you again.
One taxi from the village took a fare into Cork Airport yesterday, and it was Miss Brown.
Why would Miss Brown have lied? Maybe she was just mistaken.
You know, Inspector, Mrs. Fletcher could have taken a number 3 bus into the village, transferred to Cork in good time to catch an evening flight into Dublin.
Could we check on all the flights? See if she was on one of them. What about the local phone records?
It's all in the works, Inspector.
I'm sorry. It's just that Mrs. Fletcher's one of my oldest and dearest. Could you tell me anything about this Zuleika Brown?
She's been here, off and on for over a year. I hardly knew her.
From Cork? Off to where?
I don't know.
Nobody knows.
Oh, there's...
Deirdre,
Oh, Matthew, the other night at the party...
the matter's forgotten. Look, an emergency situation's come up over the radio. My sister's having her baby and Dr. Mulcahy's nowhere to be found.
Oh, Kitty's a big, strong girl. The midwife will handle it.
The midwife says there's trouble with the baby's umbilicus. The cord's twisted around the wee thing and it's threatening both their lives.
Oh, that's a placenta previa. Well, you don't understand. I've never handled anything like that before. Matthew, I'd be scared stiff.
Oh, I couldn't imagine you being scared about anything, Dee. I think once you get started, you'll be really great. Really great. Look, Kitty's having a terrible time of it, and you're the only one who can see her through it.
Go on, Dee. Go on.
Hello, Deirdre.
Hello, Matthew. We heard about Dr. Sullivan. Mother must be going crazy.
She's sleeping now. I hear he brought Kitty through 20 hours of labor.
She and your new nephew are going to be all right. I hope I never have anything as difficult as that to do again for the rest of me days.
You better get some sleep. There's going to be a lot more babies waiting to be born here in the valley, is what she's trying to say.
Bravo, Matthew.